Imagine you are in a meeting. A coworker turns to the group and says, "That was a completely useless suggestion, Leo." Your heart instantly begins to race with heat. Suddenly, you feel that familiar, burning surge of anger. You want to snap back to defend your pride and to make them feel as small as they just made you. But what if you didn't? What if you possessed a secret power that allowed you to remain completely untouched by their poison, turning their insults into nothing more than noise? Most people live their entire lives as reactors. They are puppets, pulled by the strings of everyone else's moods, opinions, and unnecessary, biting words. It is an exhausting way to live. In this video, we are going to explore how to master your reactions using the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, turning every confrontation into an opportunity for absolute inner strength. Why does it hurt so much when someone judges us? Because our ego is fragile. We have built our identity around how others perceive us, making us vulnerable to their whims. When someone insults you, your ego feels attacked. It screams for justice. It demands that you prove them wrong. This is the trap that leads to endless conflict and stress. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and great Stoic, understood this perfectly. He knew that while we cannot control what others say, we have absolute power over how we respond. Aurelius famously wrote that the people you encounter daily might be ignorant, rude, or selfish. But he argued that this is simply their nature, and it shouldn't disturb your peace. If someone is acting out of anger, that is their internal struggle. It is a reflection of their character, not a measurement of your worth. Do not take it personally. Stoicism teaches us to build an internal fortress, a place within your mind where no external insult, no matter how sharp, can penetrate or cause genuine damage to your soul. The foundation of this strength is the dichotomy of control. You must learn to distinguish between what is within your power and what is completely outside of it. Worrying about a coworker's opinion is a waste of your finite energy. It is like trying to control the direction of the wind with your bare hands. Every time you react impulsively, you lose a piece of yourself. You allow the world to dictate your emotions, leaving you feeling hollow, frustrated, and perpetually out of control. But it doesn't have to be this way. You can train your mind to be steady, unshakable, and profoundly peaceful, regardless of the chaos unfolding around you. Let's begin. Our first actionable tool is the pause. This is the tiny, critical gap between a stimulus and your response. It is the space where your true freedom lives. When you feel that heat rising in your chest, do not act. Your first instinct is to defend or attack. Recognize that instinct as a reflex, not a choice. In that pause, simply breathe. Take one deep, slow breath. This physiological shift tells your nervous system that you are not in immediate physical danger. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and survivor, famously noted that in that gap, we find the power to choose our response. That choice is what makes us human. Instead of being the anger, observe the anger. Say to yourself, "I am experiencing a feeling of irritation." This simple shift creates necessary distance between you and the emotion. Don't wait for a major confrontation to practice this. Start small. Use the pause when a driver cuts you off or when a website takes too long to load. Think of the pause as a muscle. Every time you successfully choose to pause instead of reacting, that muscle grows stronger and more reliable for the big moments. When you master the pause, you reclaim command of your life. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are the architect of your own internal state. Our second tool is the objective perspective. This involves zooming out and seeing the situation exactly as it is, without the emotional drama we often add to it. We often label events. This is a disaster, or he is being a jerk. Strip away these labels. Instead of a disaster, see a spilled cup of coffee. Imagine looking down at your life from the clouds. From that height, the petty insult or the minor inconvenience looks incredibly small and insignificant in the grand scheme. When someone is rude, use perspective to see them as a flawed human being. Perhaps they are tired, grieving, or simply struggling with their own internal demons. Seeing their struggle doesn't mean you excuse their behavior, but it changes your reaction from anger to a neutral form of compassion. This protects your own peace. Train yourself to ask, what are the cold, hard facts here? The fact is, he said X. Your feeling is, he hates me. Distinguish between the two. When you strip away the drama, you realize that most things aren't actually life or death. You are simply surviving a moment in time. Don't let a moment ruin your day. Perspective acts as a reality check. It prevents your mind from spiraling into worst-case scenarios. It keeps your feet firmly planted on the ground of the present. By mastering perspective, you become the master of your own narrative. You decide what matters and what is merely background noise in the story of your life. Our final tool is the silent exit. This is the realization that you do not owe everyone an explanation, a rebuttal, or even your presence. Not every argument is worth winning. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is simply walk away and preserve your mental and emotional energy for things that matter. Arguments are often like bait. They are designed to hook you and pull you into a cycle of negativity. When you refuse to engage, the bait fails. In our culture, we are taught that being loud is being strong. But in Stoicism, silence is a profound expression of self-control and unshakable dignity. If a conversation turns toxic, you have the right to leave. You can say, "I don't think this is productive right now," and walk away with grace. Think of your attention as your most valuable currency. Do not spend it on people who do not respect it. Save it for your family, your goals, and your growth. The silent exit is not about running away in fear. It is a proactive no to chaos. It is a decisive refusal to let external madness disrupt your internal order. When you exit, do it with purpose. Do not storm out in anger, which is just another form of reaction. Exit calmly, as if you are simply moving to the next task. The pause, the perspective, and the exit. These three tools, when used together, form a complete system for navigating a world that is often loud, rude, and irrational. You won't become a Stoic overnight. It takes practice. There will be days when you fail and react poorly. That is okay. Simply acknowledge it and start again. Stoicism is a lifestyle, not a philosophy you just read about. It is something you live every single hour, in every single interaction, no matter how small. The world around you will always be chaotic. People will always be opinionated. The news will always be loud. You cannot change the world, but you can change you. The ultimate goal isn't to win arguments or to prove others wrong. The goal is ataraxia, a state of untroubled inner tranquility that no one can take from you. As you apply these techniques, you will notice a profound transformation. You will feel lighter, more focused, and significantly more powerful than you ever thought possible. You shift from being a person who reacts to the world to a person who acts upon it. You become the driver of your own life, not just a passenger. People will notice. They will see that their attempts to rattle you no longer work. They will see a version of you that is grounded, consistent, and profoundly strong. This strength doesn't need to be loud. True power is quiet. It is the strength of a mountain that remains unmoved while the storm rages against its peaks. Every choice becomes an act of intention. You choose your words, your actions, and your silences. You live with a level of purpose that most people never achieve. The greatest gift of Stoicism is freedom. The freedom from the tyranny of other people's opinions and the freedom from being a slave to your own impulses. There is a deep, quiet joy in knowing that you are in control of yourself. It is a joy that doesn't depend on external success or social validation. You are no longer reacting to life. You are responding to it. You are navigating the waves of existence with a steady hand and a calm heart. This is a legacy of character. It is the decision to be a person of substance, someone whose inner worth is independent of the shifting tides of the world. Remember, pause to breathe, use perspective to see the truth, and use the silent exit to protect your energy. These are your shields against the storm. The power you seek isn't in changing others. It's in changing how you relate to them. It's in the mastery of your own mind. Will you continue to be a puppet of your emotions, or will you begin the journey toward becoming an unshakable, stoic individual? The path of the Stoic is not easy, but it is the only path that leads to true, lasting freedom and peace of mind. Imagine a life where nothing can touch you, where you move through the world with grace, strength, and an unshakable sense of calm. The tools are in your hands. The choice is yours. Start today. Start with your next breath, your next pause, and your next response. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom and comment below. What is one situation where you need to practice the pause?